Hi everyone. Today we're learning about the prefix add, which is spelled AD at the beginning of a word. Let's take a look at the target that I have on my screen here in orange. The target today says I can identify the prefix add in a word. And right below that here we see how it's spelled AD, and add means to, toward, or add to. So anytime you see a word that has add at the beginning of it, it could mean to, toward, or add to. On your paper, let's take a look at the first two, and we'll do those as examples together. The first word that we have is adhesive. Now, the prefix add, we just learned, means to. That's one of three things it could mean. The base word, which is right here, HES, that means to stick or cling, which makes me think of glue. So if I put these two parts together, to stick or to cling, I get what the word means. It means a substance that sticks or clings to objects, just like glue. So go ahead and look at that on your paper. It should already be filled in for you. Now let's take a look at the next word, which is attract. Attract is a word that means to draw together. Write to draw together in your last column that says word means. So attract means to draw together. That should go in your last column. Now we're going to work backwards to see how we figured out what the word means. Okay, we have two columns that are still blank, or actually just one, what the prefix means. We see that the base, tract, so if I were going to break this word up, I would have AT and the ending tract. So tract means to pull, draw, or drag, and I see that written on my paper already. So that must mean that the beginning part, AT, means to, because we already know that the whole thing means to draw together. So when I put the prefix at together with the base word tract, I get a word that means to draw together. So in our column that says prefix means, write to. And an example of how we might use this word attract is talking about magnets. If you take two refrigerator magnets and put them together, they will attract or draw themselves together. And you have to pull them apart. Okay, let's do just one more word as an example before you try it on your own. Let's go down to number 3, which is affect. Okay, the prefix here in this word is af, okay, which is a little different than the word we have up above, which is ad, but it's pretty close. So let's go ahead this time. Let's fill in our chart going across. So af means to. Go ahead and write to in the line where it says prefix means. Now, our chart has already filled in what the base means, which is fect, F-E-C-T, and they tell us that fect means to do or make. So if I put af, which means to, and fect, which means do or make, if I put those together to make affect, what the word means is to make something happen. To make something happen. I'm thinking of a story I read yesterday about Major League Baseball getting expanded instant replays in the game, and that could affect the outcome because somebody might see something that maybe they missed the first time, but it might affect the game by causing them to change their call, and that could affect who wins or loses that game. So affect means to make something happen. Okay, what I want you to do now is take a look at the next 3 words. Alliteration. I'll say that word one more time for you. Alliteration. That's number 4. Number 5 is accelerate. And number 6 is appear. I want you to do those 3 words, alliteration, accelerate, and appear, and fill in all the blanks for those 3 words. When you're done, go ahead and unpause your video, and I'll go over the answers with you. So now, pause the video, pick up your pencil, and do the next 3 words. Unpause when you're done. Good luck. Okay, if you're listening now, that means that you are done with the next 3 words: alliteration, accelerate, and appear. So let's go to alliteration, and let's see what you came up with. Okay, I'm looking at the base leader, which actually means letter, and they do kind of sound alike, don't they? And what alliteration means is to put the same letter at the beginning of words. So my base means letter, and in my prefix line, I should have written 2. And here's an example of alliteration. Look at this highlighted part on the right side of your screen, and I'll move my little video box out of the way so we can see it. This is an example of alliteration, hearing the same letter or the same sound at the beginning of each word. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many peppers did Peter Piper pick? And there's also a similar one about how much wood can a woodchuck chuck. Hey, what is the letter or sound that you hear repeated there? Well, it's going to be the letter P, or the P sound. That's an example of alliteration. Okay, let's go on to the next word, accelerate, number 5. Okay, accelerate. The base word means swift, so the base is actually cellar. Now, you might know the word cellar like a basement. That's not the word we're talking about here. This word cellar means swift, or quick, or fast. So the prefix, which in this case is ACC, means to. And if you put them together, to swift, well, it means to happen quickly. Okay, think of your parents driving a car, and if they want to accelerate, they press the gas pedal, and your car goes faster or more quickly. Okay, the next word is appear. Now, peer, P-E-A-R, means seem, and our paper did that for us. So appear actually means to be seen. To be seen. So go ahead and write that in your box, to, the prefix, and the word means to be seen. Okay, now what I want you to do is try the rest of the page from number 7 to number 10. Do the whole page, and when you're done, unpause the video, and we'll go over the answers again. So now, pause the video, pick up your pencil, and finish your page. Good luck. Okay, if you're listening to this part, that means you are now done with your whole page. So let's take a look at what we came up with. Our next word is attach. This word, the prefix, means to, and the base that we have is tach, T-A-C-H, and it means touch. They do kind of look alike, don't they? Tach, touch. So putting these two parts together, to touch, and it means to add something together. Okay, think of maybe you're building with Legos. So you are touching the Legos and you are attaching them by putting them together. You're attaching one Lego to another. So attach means to add together. Our next word is aggressive. Gress is the base word, G-R-E-S-S, and it means to step. Okay, I think of a mental picture for this one. If someone is stepping toward me, they might be aggressive, like they're going to fight me. So gress means to step. Our prefix means to or toward. So I'm going to add that to our box, to or toward. And if I'm stepping toward someone, I might seem aggressive, like I'm going to attack or confront them. So in your prefix box, write to, toward. You already have that your base gress means step. That was done for us. Now you need to add in what the whole word means. It means to attack or confront. Okay, our next word is affirm. Let's look at our base word. Firm means firm. and it means to make something firm or to agree strongly. If I am affirming my beliefs, then I am saying I agree with what I believe, and I believe in it really strongly. So our prefix to, now put it together, to firm or to be firm, means to make something firm or to agree strongly. There's also a related word to this, which is confirm, which is to make sure that something is correct. Okay, our last word today is adverb, and you probably have heard this as a part of speech. Nouns, adjectives, adverbs, verbs. Okay, adverb, the base is verb, which is an action word. That's done for us, and we can see over here that the word tells more about the verb in a sentence. So if I look at my prefix add, look at the three things that add could mean at the top of your page. It means to, toward, or add to. And I think add to is the best description here because an adverb is adding something to the verb. If I had a sentence like Marcus runs to the store, hey, runs is my verb. But if I wanted to put an adverb in there to add something to the verb, I might say Marcus runs quickly to the store. Quickly is the adverb. It's describing how Marcus is running. Okay, that is your prefix for this week. So just to review really quickly, let's scroll back to the top of our page. Our target today was that I can identify the prefix add in a word. And if you noticed, there were a lot of words on our page that did not have add, but guess what? They were all pretty close, like af, at, ac, ap, or ag. And those words still meant to, toward, or add to, even if they didn't have add in front of them. They all had the same meaning. So all the words on your page today meant to, toward, or add to. Okay, this is the end of your video. If your teacher has told you to go on to the next page, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, go on to your next activity or wait for your teacher's directions. Thanks for watching.